All right, folks, welcome back. Again, we're going to be taking some notes on the back side of our algebraic vocabulary paper. We have 4 more things to write down, and then we'll be done with the note taking and we'll be able to apply some things. Okay, so the first word we have now is the word terms. And a term are those parts of the expression or equation that are separated by an addition, a subtraction, or one of those equality signs. So an equal sign, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, so those are the things that are in between the sections that chop up our expression or equation. And we'll see what that is in a minute. Okay. The next word we have is constant. And a constant is a term that has no variable. So it's just a number, like 3 or 5 or negative 15 or 3/4. The opposite of a constant is then a variable. Okay, this is a quantity that's a mystery. Okay, so it's a mystery number. It's the thing that we don't know. And getting into our new unit here, we're going to be solving for variables and trying to figure out what they are. Okay, and these are symbolized with a letter. Okay, so maybe we'll use X, maybe we'll use R, maybe we'll use S. Could be any letter. Okay. And then the last word that we have for right now is coefficient. Okay, coefficient is the number that is multiplied by the variable. So we're going to take a number, we're going to multiply it by a letter. Right? And it is found in front of the variable. That's super important. Coefficients are not behind it. So if you want to talk about more than one x's, you say like 2x or 3x. You don't say x2 or x3. Okay, the number goes in front. And then, if there's not a number, that mystery invisible coefficient is the number 1. Okay. So go ahead and finish writing down these vocabulary words, and then we're going to flip to the front side, and we're going to talk about how we can apply these. Okay, so pause the video if you need to. I'm going to keep on going though. All right. So again, on the front side, we already have this first column done. We're going to talk about our inequality here, and we're going to talk about the terms, the constants, the variables, and the coefficients. Okay, so if we look here, there's a grouping right there, and then a minus sign, and then a number, and then a greater than sign, and then another number. So because there's 3 separate things in between plus, minus, and equality symbols, that means we have 3 terms. Okay. And then we need to talk about the constants. Remember, constants are those straight up numbers. So if you look, there's 2 terms here that have a constant. The first one is a 5, or a negative 5 if you wanted to add the opposite. The next one is a negative 14. Okay, so 5, and if you want to put the negative sign in front, you can do that too. And then negative 14. Okay. And then let's talk about the variables. We have a letter here, which is the letter X. So that is our variable. Okay. And then that variable has a number in front of it. The number 3 right there, that's our coefficient. Okay. What I would like you to do is finish filling out this chart, okay, with the number of terms, constants, variables, and coefficients for P plus 2P plus 3P. And then negative 34r equals 17. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, finish filling it out, come back and check your answers. All right, so let's see how you did. In the P plus 2P plus 3P, there are 3 terms. None of them are constants because all of them have that P variable. And we have 2 different coefficients this time. Okay. Oh, actually we have 3 different ones. My mistake. We have 1. Right, it's the invisible one in front of this first P. We have 2, and then we have the number 3 right there. All right, and then in this negative 34r equals 17, we have 2 terms, one on either side of the equal sign. The constant is the number 17. The variable is r, and that coefficient is negative 34. All right, go ahead and correct anything that you need to. Go back to the Google form. There's a question there for you to answer. and then come back and watch the next video where we'll talk about the difference between numeric and algebraic.